What is going on, guys? So it is another edition of Yeehaw or Hellnaw right here on Jauja. So what we're going to do today is another Indonesian type of music. This came from a request. This is sound tracker Gamelan. I want to say I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I apologize. So this is not an Alip video. This is just traditional, from my understanding and research and from the comments. This is just traditional, old school Indonesian music. So that's what we're going to do today. Again, this is sound tracker Gamelan. I hope I'm saying that right. So let's dive in. Fam Jam. Let's go. Improvise. Xylophone? Maybe? A lot of people. This is interesting. Okay, so from the side view, it looks like there's 4 xylophone. They're probably not xylophones, but what I would interpret as a xylophone. But there's 4 rows of them, and it looks like there's like 4 or 5 different people playing each row. So this is pretty cool. You're getting a lot of sound, and for that many people to be synchronized, that's incredibly impressive. So that's what I was trying to count, was how many they had, and then the side view gave it to me. So, like 4 rows of them. Sweet. Plus, this background is gorgeous. Wind instrument somewhere. There it is. Okay, so right here, I'm just going to hit a break. We're about halfway through. And this feels very much ceremonial. This feels very much historical. Again, I said somewhere in the middle that the background is gorgeous, and it almost looks, the architecture here would seem of a cultural importance to me. And the history of all this is awesome. I like history. I like learning about different cultures and what they did before, how they've evolved, how they've changed. And I look at some of this growing up where I had grandparents that were Native American, and you look at drums and wind instruments, and we want to think that people 500 years ago were just so completely different from one another. And when you look, we have a lot of the commonalities, even though we're geographically apart, or they were geographically apart. You had drums, you had wind instruments, you had striking instruments. I'm not going to call it a xylophone again because I don't think that's doing it justice. Plus, you get the differences in the lower, in what I would say is in the middle, is like a wood striking instrument, where the front ones are very thin metal, and then the back seems like a very bass metal. So they're probably longer and wider to get that sound. So this is really, really cool, but I think this isn't for entertainment. I think this is for ceremony. I think this is for, or when it originated, that was the whole thing. But I'd love to know like where this came from, what the cultural significance of it is, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to be able to take a look back at history and be able to visit places now thanks to videos and the internet, and people continuing to learn old ways of doing things and old music and the old instruments, and then mastering those things to be able to present to people. I think that's awesome, that you can stay true to your heritage but also be able to record a video and let everybody see. So that's pretty cool. But let's dive back in. We've got probably another 4 minutes in this, so let's see how they wrap it up. Yeah, that was solid. So again, I think this is one of those things that, to me, I would have interpreted that as ceremony instead of entertainment. I'm sure now it is an entertainment thing, but when it was originated, it felt very ceremonial. And I'm not even going to do Yeehaw or Hellnaw because I think that would be a little bit disrespectful to the history of this. Like, that was enjoyable, and it's really cool to take a look at history, especially in that part of the world that I haven't been to, don't know a whole lot about, so I don't want to disrespect it in that way. So yeah, this was enjoyable, absolutely, and I don't want to diminish it with what I, Yeehaw or Hellnaw. I don't want to make a joke out of it. So I think that was really cool to be able to go back and see old school instruments and the amount of synchronization that they had and the amount of practice that they have to do to be able to do that is just incredible. So again, this is from a historical point of view, and it was entertaining, but I think there's much more to it than just a video on YouTube. So thanks for giving me the shout out for that. Thanks for giving me what you wanted me to react to. Enjoyed that one. Hopefully you did too. That was really, really cool. And I feel like I got to learn a little bit more about Indonesian culture through that. And I'm going to go look at some more stuff. So if you have any other recommendations or things you want me to check out, be sure to leave it in the comments below. And we will see you guys next time. But until then, fam jam, I'm out.